is not just feeling good, but that God's love is also one that brings justice.
Yes, it does.
That means that he's not taking off his hat of love to be the bomber. He is being both merciful and righteous. He is being both peace and truth. He is delivering and destroying, right? Because after all, isn't that what the flood, Sodom and Gomorrah and the Red Sea teach us? That salvation is available for all.
Yes, it is.
That God wishes that all would not perish, but just because God wants all to be saved doesn't mean that God forces all.
No, he doesn't force himself on it.
And when destruction comes, it is never without merciful warnings and proper time for evacuation. Come on. We've been through the time of emergencies before when hurricanes have come through it. And what they always do is sound the alarm that it's a state of emergency, giving you time to get things together. And what's crazy every time these things come through is people sit at home and say, I'm just going to hunker down and wait it out.
I'm gone.
Yeah, people sit at home and say, if I'm going to die, then I'm just going to die here. But the warning is an opportunity to make a change. It's an opportunity to live and to choose life. For those that say that the world is not coming to an end, this epidemic, this pandemic is reminding us that there will be pestilence, that there will be famines, that there will be trouble. These are only signs of the beginning.
That's so true. That's so true. Yes. That's so true.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
Hallelujah. Why not?
We've got time now to get things in order.
Gotta get it in order.
Revelation chapter 6, you look at it when you get home, but it's crazy what the wicked say when the Lord comes back. They say rocks and mountains fall on us and hide us from the face of the one on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Don't miss that. The balm of God is the request of those who rejected the rock. So let me put this in a way so you can get it. God bombing things is actually the granted request of the wicked. You see, so if you haven't made your choice today, don't delay, because like the old song says, tomorrow just may be today.
Yes, that's right.
But nobody knows the day or the hour when the Lord shall shift from being juror to judge, from builder to bomber. It will come when Michael stands up.
Yes. Amen. It's coming.
Jesus.
Can I give you one more before I take my seat? Let me come to the text. Let me come to our text, and then I'm going to sit down. Our text today makes it clear that there's one more title to tack on to his name tag. The multitasking monarch provides the service of an arbitrator.
That's right.
It shows up right there in our opening verse that we read just a little while ago, Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. A unique time of trouble will happen even until that time when the people shall be delivered. Watch this. Those written in the book. While Michael is seated, he performs the work of the Redeemer and the Keeper. But he's not through until he stands up. Because he doesn't just redeem, but he also rewards. That's what happens when he stands up in verse 2. He's the judge, the bomber, and the rewarder. He's resigning as Redeemer to magnify his role as rewarder. While some receive deliverance, others will receive destruction. Some will say that he's finally come, while others will say, hide me from his wrath.
That's so sad.
Some will hear, well done, while others will hear, depart.
Part for me.
And depending on what you hear is based on the choice that you make of who you will trust. That's why today is a good day to accept him as Lord.
Accept him, Jesus.
Because to those who repent, to those who are reborn, and to those who are renewed, they have eternal life.
Yes, we knew
Because when Michael stands up and says enough, I'll get to claim my benefits. When Michael stands up and says enough, I'll receive my reward. When Michael stands up and says enough, I'll get my possession. Have I got a witness in here? Because the Bible says that we shall have new life. So that means that right now we need to get ready to adjust our mirrors and get ready to look at the rear view mirror. Because life as we know it will be no more. That means there'll be no more bills. For in my Father's house, we ain't got to worry about paying for things. That means get ready to put that in your rear view mirror. You don't have to worry about the goals on your head.
That's so true.
Because I know that I shall wear clothes won't tear, won't get worn, or won't become out of style because I've got a robe that's waiting for me. Come on, you better get ready to toss your walker. Get ready to toss your dentures. Get ready to look at pain in the rear view. Get ready to look at your limp in the rear view. You won't need glasses no more. You won't need to crop in no more. Because it will be a new life. Because Jesus said in John chapter 14 that when I get my new life, I get new keys to it. For I got a home in that kingdom. Ain't that good news? And Paul said that we shall wear a crown. And I got a witness because John also says that we'll get new clothes and that we'll get tree right to the tree of life. And what that means for us today is that there's going to be a resurrection. Have I got a witness? And I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm glad that new life will rise again. Because I've got people that I want to see. I want to see my grandmother who's left this life. I want to see my father-in-law who didn't get to see his daughter walk down the aisle. I want to see the saints of old. But can I be honest with you today? Who I really want to see is Jesus. I got a witness. Oh, I want to see him. Look upon his face and there to sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares are past, home at last, ever to rejoice. Because when I get to heaven, I will see him face to face. Is there anybody here that wants to see him face to face? To look upon his glorious face, to say that things in this life are over, to celebrate that we've got victory over there, to celebrate that everything that he said that he would do, he has done with Michael.
Yes. Help us, Yes, Jesus. Yes. Yes, Lord. Yes.
Michael
Yes.
will stand up.
Yes, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Yes, Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
But while we're waiting for him to stand, he's waiting for us
Yes.
to make him our choice.
Yes. So true. So true.
That's all I came really to say today. That's really all I came to say. That since he will stand up, while he's seated, make sure that he's your choice.
Amen. Amen.
Listen, I don't care where you are in life, what you've done up until this point.
That's so true.
Listen to me carefully. God is biased to being merciful. No, you don't understand what that means is that God looks for a reason to give you favor that you don't deserve.
That's so true. Yes. 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 Yes.
No, you somebody say it again. Because all the dirt that you've done, God is looking at the motives, he's looking at the information you had, he's looking at your background and saying, no, they actually need one more change.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That God has a bias to being merciful.
Yes, he does.
And so that means that for those that reject him, have rejected his continued attempts at mercy.
So sad.
That word deserved.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Because that's going to be all of our song at the end of the day.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, God.
It was grace
And mercy.
Yes, it was. Grace.
that's brought me this far.
Yes, it was. Hallelujah.
And only grace can take me home.
Amen. That's so true.
Have you looked at the song books that have you been doing your rehearsal lately in Revelation? We got our songs already lined out for us. Let me tell you what one of them says. Salvation belongs to the Lord.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does now.
That it's a reminder that God gifts it to us out of his kindness.
Yes, it does.
For those that will accept him now.
Thank you, God.
Sister Dabney, if you can play that song, The Road is Rough. I know it's old, but the road is rough, the going gets tough. The hills are hard to climb. that softly.
Hallelujah. Yes, God.
I don't have any tricks.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
I don't have any gimmicks.
Hallelujah. Thank you, God.
The Lord has been speaking to you.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
You've resisted long enough.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
So since you've been resisting, let me come and sit next to you for a moment. The reason that most of us continue resisting after resisting for so long is because we don't see a way how God is going to clean up the mess we've made.
Help us, Lord.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Holy Spirit.
We're convinced that our lives are beyond repair.
Thank you, God.
But what we don't understand about grace
Thank you.
is that God doesn't have to fix it completely to claim you fully. Let me teach you Bible for you. The thief on the cross, he was serving his sentence as a criminal. His record didn't get cleared by the state.
No, it didn't.
He didn't get a chance to apologize and make things right with everybody that he had wronged. I don't know, maybe he killed somebody. I don't know. But we know that he was a criminal worthy of that type of death.
Yes.
How do we know? Because he said it himself.
Yes.
We up here because we deserve it.
That's right. That's what he said.
Watch what Jesus does. Jesus says, don't worry about that. I've got this.
I know that's right.
Yes.
You're trying to figure out the future. But we've been talking about that. That's not in your hands.
That's right.
That's so true. That's so true.
It's not in your hands. God wants your yes, and He's the one that secures the future.
Yes, He does.
And so somebody that's resisting, somebody that's been continually resisting, it's a lifestyle shift that you don't know how you're going to make. It's a change. It's something you feel like you're stuck in. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's a bad habit that you're afraid that you're going to fall again. But listen to me. That it's the righteous person that falls.
That's right.
And gets up.
Yes, it does.
That's right, sir.
That's so true.
Too many of us are trying to become
Ah,
what only Jesus can do in us.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
This is what we call righteousness by works. And the only way that Jesus can do what you are trying to do is to say yes to Him.
that's all right. That's true. Amen.
And the beautiful thing about grace is that when we say yes to God, thank you, Lord, He gives us the stamp of approval.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
like we look like Him completely, and works on us behind the scenes until we do. I'll say that one more time just to make sure that you get it. That when we say yes, that God immediately says, "You just like me."
That's right.
Jesus says that you my sibling. We family.
Yes.
Completely.
Yes.
And the Bible and inspired writers say that when the those that have repented and turned to God, when God sees them, He looks at Jesus.
Looks to the Father.
They with you. Now here's what's crazy. Jesus completely